Councilmember Newton, thank you so much for joining us for another segment of Mayor and Council One-on-One.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me.
We wanted to take a minute to just talk to you about some topics that are important right now in the city as we look forward to spring and summer. Wanted to talk to you first about the city's annual farmers market. And that's coming up back again, and just wanted to get your thoughts on the program and why you think it's so important that we continue to do this every year.
Well, all you have to do is look at the number of people there on a given Saturday to see how popular we are and how much it's appreciated by our community, as well as the vendors. And I think it's wonderful that the city was able to find a way to bring back the Wednesday this spring. I know there was talk about maybe we wouldn't be able to do that, but it's going to be terrific to have Wednesday and Saturday here in the city.
It's true, and I feel like it gets bigger and better every year, and it's a nice chance for the business community who just work here during the day in the different office buildings to enjoy the local produce.
And an opportunity for our citizens and everybody else to purchase things grown locally, to support the local farmers and growers that we have here.
Definitely. One thing that's coming back, it was started last year, was the EBT program. The city's farmers market accepts EBT cards.
It's fabulous, and I'm glad you're bringing it up today because it gets the word out to people that we are providing this service as well. Last month, a lot of people tried to live on $5 a day for a week to see what it was like when you're on restricted funds, and one of the most common complaints registered was that you can't buy fresh produce. So this is a great way that the city is helping those who are in that situation to have fresh food. And I think you were telling me that there's also a $10 rebate back if you do this. So it's a win-win, and it's a really good way for us to help people get fresh produce and fruits and vegetables and all the things that some of us take for granted.
We want to switch gears a little bit and talk about Earth Month. All during April, there's a whole slate of activities that the city is taking part in. Your thoughts on why this is important that we keep this tradition going every year?
Well, I think it's very important that we continue to respect our environment, that we continue to work to preserve and to better. Rockville does a fabulous job with our stormwater management, with our recycling, but having 1 month a year to put the focus on it maybe will help us remember all during the year. I've been recycling since I was a kid. I remember my parents putting us in the back of the station wagon with, the bottles and things and traipsing off, and in that day where I lived, you had to go to a recycling center. We're so fortunate here in Rockville that we can single stream recycle right at our curb, and makes it a lot easier. And I think Rockville does a good job. I think we could do better, but everybody can do better. It's a matter of every single person making a conscious decision that they will recycle everything that can be possibly recycled and do that. I think it's something we should be proud of, that we do that and offer that in Rockville.
We wanted to check in with you on your new role. You were elected last year. Was it an election or appointment?
Actually, yeah, it was not an election. I was elected as vice president of the local chapter, and then upon the change in Poolesville, I then became the president. The elections will be coming up again this spring, summer, so we'll see what happens there. But it's been a real experience, a great time. Kind of stepping into this role, and I've got a lot to learn, and we'll see where things go. But the Maryland Municipal League has done a great job advocating on behalf of the municipalities, and this year in Annapolis we've had quite a few struggles. As you know, we've lost a lot of HUR funding, highway user revenue funding, and we're trying to find a way to stabilize that and give the municipalities the monies that we need to do the work that we have to do. Your local officials are the ones closest to the people and see the day-to-day challenges. You go up to the county and then to the state, and they're the ones making the bigger umbrella decisions. We need to be there, to have a seat at that table so that they're aware of the challenges that we're facing. It's easy, the farther you get away from the people, so to speak, it's easy to kind of lose track of the day-to-day important things while you're dealing with bigger issues. And it's very important that we work with our county council, our state delegation to help us in the long run. That working together is the way to get it done.
Okay, Councilmember Newton for this edition of Mayor and Council One-on-One.